All right, let's get into it. We've got a couple things we're going to cover today. And let's see, first thing we're going to talk about is A&S Gear has come out with a paint that I haven't seen in like probably at least 10 years, okay? It was one of my favorite paints back in the day. It was called Gator Black. And there's always these little paintball trivia threads that always pop up in the forums and on Facebook and stuff like that. It's always been one of my favorite questions to ask is, you know, what color, what was the fill on the Gator Black paintballs? But A&S Gear has re-released this ball, and this ball was around in the mid-1990s. I think it started to fall out. They stopped using it probably in the late 1990s. I think is when I stopped seeing it. I think it was maybe had to do with the fact with the halo, with the the way how the eye system worked on the halo. They would shoot out a laser beam and it wouldn't reflect back, so the halo wouldn't turn on, or I think the halo would continue to spin or something like that. I also know with like the Shocker SFTs don't do well with black colored paint either, but they've got it now. It's the Gator Black. It's a black ball with the green fill. And I know a lot of people have concerns about, well, I'm afraid of ordering paint. It's going to be broken when it gets there. No, it won't. Don't worry about it. As you can see here, A&S Gear. This is one of the boxes here that I bought from them, and they put this nice little adhesive backed bubble wrap on it, and on top of that, it was full of newspaper and stuff like that. So you really don't have too much to worry about when it comes to ordering paint from a reputable online retailer. A&S Gear, Zephyr, Paintball Gateway, Shop for Paintball, Critical Paintball. They all know how to package paint properly so it doesn't get damaged in shipping. So let's go ahead and open this up really quick, and I'll show you what this paint looks like. And this paint is really cool. And one of the things I know a lot of people tend to do with this paint is they'll actually mix in bright colored paint in this so they kind of get like a tracer effect, which is kind of funny. So we're going to open it up and put even more wrapping inside there. But here, let's take a look at this ball. So as you can see here, it's a completely black ball. And it's just, even on the airball field, this is really hard to follow and really hard to see coming at you because it blends into the nets. The nets are black, ball coming at you is black. It's really tough to see when you're shooting it, but let's take a look at it. I mean, this looks right up there with, the top quality premium I've seen. I mean, obviously this is a fresh batch. I believe they got like 4 or 5 skids of this. So it's something that they just recently made. So it's not going to be flat spotted. It's not going to be, it's not going to be pitted. It's not going to be oblong. This is definitely really fresh looking paint. Nice and round, nice seams and everything. So let's go ahead and pop a ball really quick, see what this fill looks like. So yeah, so it's got a nice green fill to it, and yeah, that's definitely going to be a really fun ball to play with, because even when people are looking at you trying to see the paint coming at you, they're not going to see the paint coming at them. But so something really cool. I definitely think for maybe even for pump players or for woods ball players, definitely hop on to A&S Gear's website and check out Gator Black. I'm just really happy that they re-released that vintage paint, because that's really cool. Something else that I just got in, haven't had a chance to test out, haven't even had a chance to shoot it yet, is the crossover. I know a lot of people have been asking about the crossover. It's it's bigger than what it looks like in the picture, I'll tell you that much. I mean, it fits me comfortably, but for other people it may feel kind of big, but definitely got a little bit of weight to it. When I get back from Living Legends, I'll start testing this out, but it is here. The other thing that I got here after tons of requests is the new Bob Long MVP pump. This is a really nice pump gun. I've got the snipers, I've got the CCMs, I've got old vintage pump guns and stuff like that. I mean, this is really next level. I mean, I know there's a lot of pump snobs that are going to swear this gun off. That's a shame for them. But pump stroke on it is really nice. It's really smooth. It, trigger is nice and crisp. it's really sharp. It's definitely a pleasure to shoot. It feels like many of the guns that are made today. It's got a nice comfy wraparound grip, clamping feed neck, a 14-inch 685 barrel. Definitely a really nice pump gun. I mean, Bob Long really did really well when he made this thing. So, many pump snobs are probably going to swear the thing off, but I tell you, if you get one in your hands, definitely check it out. So far, so good. My first impression was great. I took it out of the chronograph, shot 289. First couple shots with it, and it's just, it feels really good for a pump gun. So it's nice and light, nice and balanced, and it just feels really good. So that's been my first impression of the MVP pump. The next thing we've got here is the new Empire Vidar. Now, when I first got this in the mail, I was like, it's going to be like another rental mask. But this is actually a really nice mask. I've got the JT, the anti-fog fan on here. I was actually just testing to see if it fits. But they did a good job with this mask. This almost feels like feels like a really lightweight version of the Flex 8 is the easiest way to describe what this mask feels like. And the thing I really like about it is it's not super hard plastic all the way around. This is hard plastic here, okay? So you can feel it. It's not necessarily plastic. It's bendable. It's like a stiffer rubber. But this piece, these pieces right here are really soft. So you've got this combination of soft and harder plastic. You've got harder plastic around the nose, so if you're taking a face shot, it's not going to go up against you and bust your lip up. But it's also got soft pieces right here, so that if you're using a gun where you want a shoulder or something like that, that may flex a little bit. But I'm definitely really liking the fact that it's got the ProFlex. The ProFlex frame, which has been a really popular frame. It's got this new Empire goggle strap. Three lines of silicone on here to hold it onto the back of your head. And I really like the fact that it covers the jawline here. This is where a lot of people get shot with the ProFlexes and it ends up, going up in, I actually knew somebody over here in Cone got a ruptured eardrum from it. But, as you can see, it's got good jawline protection. It's got, good ear protection. And it feels really good to wear this mask. I mean, this is nice. I mean, this really is nice. So it's definitely maybe if you like the feel of the foam of the JT mask, but you don't like the lack of protection that the ProFlex has, I would definitely go and check this out. This is a very, very nice mask. Next thing, I had requests about a hand pump for pumping up paintball tanks. This is from Crossman. This is used for some of their pellet guns. And I purchased one of these. These run about $180. And I wanted to see about how long it would take to pump up a 68 4500. Now they say the max pressure you're going to get out of this is about 3,400 PSI. And that is absolutely true. I'm going to tell you right now, this is agonizing, okay? This is one of the most agonizing things I've ever done. It took me over 30 minutes of pumping this thing to get my tank close to 3,000 PSI. You're looking at about 1 PSI to 2 PSI a stroke. And it gets progressively harder and progressively harder as you get more and more tired. For this, honestly, I think a better investment would be either to pick up a scuba tank and a fill station, or even better, if you're looking to have extra air capacity at your house, pick up a tank like a Ninja 88 cubic inch tank, or Gorilla Air, I believe, even makes the 114 cubic inch tank. Pick that up for like 160 bucks when you're at the field, fill it up when you're there, and then just have that at your house whenever you need extra air to test out guns and stuff like that. That, in my opinion, is a much smarter way of doing it. I think even that's even a smarter way of doing it, even above and beyond the scuba tank method. I mean, scuba tanks, you got to constantly get them visual, constantly get them hydroed. It just never stops with those things. But with the, you can go get yourself a Ninja 88 cubic inch tank for about 150 bucks, 160 bucks, or a Gorilla Air 114 for maybe 170, 180. And you fill that up one time, and you could probably shoot 2.5 cases with those tanks, depending on what kind of gun you've got and what kind of maintenance and stuff like that you're looking to do. I mean, that, in my opinion, is the smartest way to have air at home. Okay, I know Tom K came out with the shoebox compressor. That didn't really take off. People have been asking about the hand pump. This isn't really doing too well. The shoebox compressor is all right, but you got to have the shoebox compressor, which is like 500 bucks. Then you got to go and get another air compressor, which is another 100 bucks, and yeah, I mean, you're talking about $500–600 just for that. So, I think, in my opinion, I think if you're going to fill air fill stations at home, my suggestion is just go buy a huge capacity tank, leave it in your gear bag. When you go to the field, fill it up, take it home with you, leave it in the garage or whatever. When you need air at home to tech and tune guns, use your 88 or 114 cubic inch tank. No problems with that whatsoever. So that'd be the way I would go. But this was agonizing. I can't begin to tell you this enough. This was agonizing. You don't know how uncomfortable it is to try to sit there and pump that thing for 30 minutes and you're only getting 1 to 2 psi a stroke. And it's just like, yeah, it was agonizing. Another thing. We got a t-shirt store up at Spreadshirt. The URL is tech2b.spreadshirt.com. There will be a link for it here pretty soon. There's a link over in the Tech2b in the paintball news section. There's there. We should have it fixed up on the image map that's up at the top of the YouTube channel. You'll see it up there. And that's about it. So I'm getting ready for Living Legends. So probably no video next week, but I'll have a video, possibly a video after, maybe the week after I get back. And then we'll go from there. So that's it. Gator Black Paintball, crossovers here, MVP is here, Empire Vidar, hand pump, t-shirt store. And also the Clone GTs are shipping, so I should be getting one of those. I'll have that in a review here probably in the next couple of weeks as well. So thanks for tuning in.